the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo. We back. What's going on, y'all? Come on, get on up in here. I want to talk about this. So I'm gonna let y'all get on up in here. So this gonna be a short live. I know y'all be killing me about doing short lives and everything like that. I'm gonna try to get my podcast together. It's gonna be a 2 hour podcast. Michigan Boy podcast coming this fall, coming real soon. But I wanted to talk about Kobe, MJ, Mike, and their competitions, and stuff like that. People could say these three are the top greatest players of all time, regardless where you have them at, so on and so forth and everything. People can really say these are three of the greatest players that ever played. When they start talking about competition and they start talking about rings and who you played against and everything like that, you always notice that they try to not really talk about Kobe competition, or they try to not, they try to talk about LeBron competition in the finals, or they try to talk about Jordan competition in the '90s, who he had to play and everything. But you notice, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, Bron didn't play as many competition as Jordan, and or Jordan didn't play as many competition as Bron. You notice they never really talk, they never really say nothing about Kobe. They know what's up. What's up, Sav? Tap in, tap in. Kobe played tougher competition. I'm gonna say this and listen to me. No disrespect to Bron or Jordan fans, but this is just a fact. Kobe played more competition. Yo, 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 UK in the building. Shout out to the UK. Kobe played tougher competition. I'm talking about throughout the playoffs and I'm talking about throughout the playoffs, finals, in his conference. He played tougher competition than Jordan and LeBron. He's played more 50 win teams than both of them. He's beaten more 50 win teams than both of them. He was the only player to beat 450 win teams in a playoff run. You had to at least have 50 wins, 48, 49 wins to make the playoffs in the 2000s Western Conference, bro. He played against Tim Duncan, Manu, Tony Parker and the Spurs. Then Yao and T Mac and the Rockets. Uh, Chauncey Billups and Chauncey Billups, Carmelo, Kenyon Martin and them and the Nuggets. Dirk and the Mavs. Dirk and Sean Marion and the Mavs. His battle with the Phoenix Suns. They had Amari. They had Rajah Bell over there. They had Steve Nash, so on and so forth. Then he faced Boston Celtics twice and beat them once. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he played tougher competition. I think he's more than MJ. I think he's more skilled. Everybody know MJ is the GOAT, the consensus GOAT. But let's stop acting like you gotta shit on the person because they don't have Michael Jordan as the GOAT. I don't believe LeBron should even be in the GOAT conversation. You can't have a losing record in the finals to be in the GOAT conversation for me. What I am saying is Kobe's competition for me and what he was able to accomplish versus that competition has him has him as high on the list as it does for me. When you talk about competition, we just talk about competition at their position. LeBron has played against what? Kevin Durant. Yo, what's up? He's played against what? Kevin Durant, what? I'm about to look up small forwards. I'm about to look small forwards of the 2010s because I'm only talking about their prime. In his prime, he was going against Melo, Paul George, Gordon Hayward. You know what I'm saying? Rudy Gay, Paul George, Gordon Hayward, uh, players like that at his position. Luau Dang, you know what I'm saying? Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? Some of the top small forwards. Kobe was going against D Wade. He was going against Ray Allen, T Mac, AI. Then later on, James Harden. Then he was going against what? Yeah, T Mac, AI, Carmelo, not Carmelo, T Mac, AI, D Wade, Ray Allen. Went against Michael Redd, who was a really good shooting guard. Not to mention the teams. Not to mention the teams he had to go with defenses. Kobe has never played. He's only played one defense that was outside of the top 10 in the playoffs. Vince Carter. Then beating a four all-star team in the finals with one all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe's competition and what he did with the help that he had is not talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? D Wade, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Manu Ginobili, Reggie Miller, Richard Hamilton, Joe Johnson, Brandon Roy, Michael Redd, Jamal Crawford, Michael Finley, Jerry Stackhouse, Jason Richardson, Andre Iguodala. These is guards from the 2000s. Allen Houston, who was another one. Ben Gordon, that was another dude that was nice. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the greatest shoot top 10, top 15 shooting guards. We could just talk about T Mac, Vince, Ray Allen, Manu, AI, D Wade. You know what I'm saying? East was super weak. Funny thing is, bro, that's when they would try to act like competition don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to do that next. Oh, I know. D Wade, AI, Ray Allen, Vince Carter, Manu, Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? Some of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, shooting guards of all time. And then you got other shooting guards who, because of injury, they didn't reach their potential. Like Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy would be better than Brandon Roy would average 30 in this league. If he never got his Brandon Roy was on the way to being one of my favorite players, bro. I probably would have if it wasn't for him getting injured, I probably would have been on I probably would have been fucking with him like I fuck with Steph. Exactly. And Kobe had to go through this every year. Even when he didn't even have a sufficient team around him. He had to go through 50-win teams all throughout the playoffs, bro. 25-10 versus 50-win teams. Don't forget that. The Western Conference in the 2000s was a gauntlet. And that's not to take anything away from LeBron. He did play Golden State a couple of times, but he's had the weakest competition out of the three. Y'all talk about his finals runs, but what about the playoffs? He played one All NBA player in like those 7, 8 years he was going to the finals. One. He was going against DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, and the Raptors. Going against the Pacers with Paul George and Roy Hibbert. Going against Chicago with Derrick Rose. He had Derrick Rose, Luau Dang, um, Joakim Noah, so on and so forth. The talent pool was vastly unbalanced. And notice a lot of people don't like to talk about that. They don't like to mention that. It's just hilarious because they don't want it to be Kobe. They don't want Kobe to be in the GOAT debate because it ruins their whole narrative of LeBron, what LeBron is. Because LeBron played in the 2000s too, but see, Bron wasn't dominant in the 2000s. Bron didn't start really getting the accolades and becoming dominant and looked at as a force until what, around 08, 09, 2010, 2011, and shit like that. Well, no, 08, 09, 2000, from 08 to 2010 was all Kobe. Even though he was winning the fucking MVPs, he was losing in the playoffs. They literally was trying to build up Kobe versus LeBron, and LeBron didn't hold up his end. So Kobe was literally running that bitch. LeBron time came in the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about them in their prime. It's just hilarious, man. It's another thing that they try to make us forget about with Kobe. But they can't make me forget because I was there and I witnessed it and I remember it. Told y'all I'm gonna be doing more videos, more lives and everything like that, but it just is what it is. And the hilarious part is people will sit here and tell you and just focus on those four matchups with Golden State and not talk about uh the rest of LeBron James playoffs or the teams he faced. Jordan. Jordan faced Celtics. He was facing the Pistons. He was facing the Milwaukee Bucks with Sidney Moncrief and them boys. He uh he had to go against John Stockton and Karl Malone and those teams. Those was really good teams. That Sonics team with Sean Kemp and Gary Payton and everything like that. But those was really good squads and everything. Jordan, the '90s in the East was that was the tougher conference. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you had Indiana and Reggie Miller and them. You had you had Reggie Miller and them. Still had the bad boys in the early '90s. Uh, you had the Miami Heat. You had the Knicks. They all was tough, but none of them compared to what Kobe was going through in the 2000s West, bro. You literally had like some of the greatest teams of all times. Two dynasty interchanging. You know what I'm saying? You literally had Tim Duncan and the Spurs. You literally had Dirk and the Mavericks. You literally had Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns. You literally had T Mac and Yao and the Houston Rockets. You literally had shit. I go right here. Andre Karolinko and Darren Williams with the Utah Jazz. Could take it even further. You feel what I'm saying? Or earlier, um, Minnesota with Kevin Garnett and Latrell Sprewell and shit like that. Was he on there at that time? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even really close when you really look at it. It's not. So y'all can keep like, you know what I'm saying, and saying what y'all saying. But the truth of the matter is, if we talking about who played tougher competition, it's Kobe, and then we could talk about whoever else. Did y'all know that 85% of the teams Kobe faced in the playoffs were 50-win teams? That's 20% higher than anybody else. Nigga, get your lame ass out of here, bro. Y'all make me block you, bro. Y'all make me block y'all. It's hilarious, man. At the end of the day, Kobe was that dude. And the cop. Oh shit. My bad. My bad. My bad. Damn, I ain't mean to do that, Sav. My bad, Sav. I ain't mean to do that, B. Damn. Shit. My bad, Sav. I ain't even mean to do that, bro. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I ain't mean to do that. My bad, Sav. Damn. I apologize, but I believe from now on, I'm just gonna ask y'all moderators to start blocking people because I ain't mean to do that at all. My bad, Sav. But yeah, when it comes to competition, it's not close, bro. It's not close, man. It was Kobe and everything else. You know what I'm saying? He literally had to go through some of the toughest teams you have seen in the last in NBA history. So start putting some respect on my guy name, bro. Start putting some respect on his name. Oh, that's facts. Especially Curry. We ain't even gonna bring Curry into the fact I can go all day on him. But it just is what it is, man. So at the end of the day, Zeddy, Zeddy, you better tell him, Big Z. You better tell him, Zeddy, you had to win 50 games and you might be an eighth seed. It's the same thing now in the West. The West last year reminded me of the 2000s, bro. My Warriors won 46 games, didn't even make the playoffs, bro. Didn't even make the playoffs, won 46, 47 games, bro. Hey, block him. Stay off the grid. Block him. Block him for me, DBZ. Thank you. We ain't doing that, bro. Get out of here with that. But yeah, that shit reminded me of the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Block him. Get him up out of here, bro. I'm about to block him. Don't worry about it. Oh, thank you, Seth. I appreciate it, Sav, man. I ain't mean to block you for real, for real. That was my bad. I was trying to block somebody else. It'd be so many damn trolls in here. Oh yeah, Big Z. Yeah, Z. That West is different, bro. That West is different. Ask Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Ask Kobe statue when you get a chance. Ask Curry. Curry been in the West his whole career too. Like that West is different. So when you talk about competition, and you talk about Jordan, LeBron, don't forget to mention Kobe and the competition he had. Cause we know about that. Right. That's true. That's true. That's true. Cheyenne, you 100% correct. But they don't want you. They don't want that to be said because nothing look like LeBron was just going against tomato cans. Oh yeah, I try not to talk about Bron too much either. I'm not a Bron hater. I just tell the truth about LeBron. I give him his credit, but I tell the truth about him. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is at the end of the day, bro. Like I said, when you talk about competition and you talk about who Jordan played, who LeBron played, look at who Kobe played and see who really had the toughest competition. He had all that competition and still won more championships than LeBron. And I don't want to hear nothing about no Shaq no more. All that talent LeBron played with, he had four players that could add up to Shaq, bro. Nobody could be as dominant as Shaq and everything. But all that talent you had, bro, I don't want to hear about no one player that Kobe had. Yes, he was a top 10 player all time. Yes, LeBron never played with a top 10 player of all time. But he did play with a top 15 player all time. He did play with 7, 8 top 75 players all time. He has played with number one overall picks. Multiple. Kobe ain't did that. Yes, he did. He played with Kwame Brown and then Shaq. But Kwame Brown was horrible. We know that. Oh yeah, that's facts, Zeddy. That's so many facts, bro. Oh, if Darren Williams would have came over there, they definitely would have three-peated. They definitely would have been. They definitely would have three-peated, and that's a fact, bro. But I'm gonna end this at 24 for Kobe, and I'm gonna say this before I get on up out of here. Stop letting the media brainwash y'all into. Stop getting y'all information from the media. Do your own research, bro. If you want to do your own research and shit and still say LeBron is the GOAT, fine. Kobe's the GOAT, fine. Jordan the GOAT, fine. Wilt the GOAT, Kareem, Magic, whatever. But do your own research, dog. Because at the end of the day, bro, the media is just regurgitating shit. Google is free. It is. I see some of y'all quoting motherfucking shit that comes directly from the media, man. And y'all gotta cut that shit out. Also, before I get on up out of here, it's my last point. All YouTubers, I don't care how much you think you know about basketball. I don't care how much shitty ass takes these NBA players have, and so on and so forth. You do not know more than the NBA. You do not know more than the NBA player about the NBA, bro. What goes on in the NBA and everything like that. What players they played against and how they view them. You don't know more than the NBA players. That's the problem with some of these YouTubers who some of them really, really know basketball, but they try to act like they know more than the NBA players who play on the court, who basically spend their whole life training for that moment and then the season start really begin when they get drafted. You gotta stop that, bro. I love basketball. I know a lot about basketball. I played basketball all the way up into high school, and then I kept moving around. I never got stable and shit like that. I don't know more than the NBA players about basketball, about how they perceive and what they really look at. A lot of them don't even give a fuck about the stats or whatever. They give a fuck about who analyzing the game, sitting there watching a player, what he's good at, what he's not good at, what he need to improve on, this, and that. Y'all got to stop that, bro. This been Who is Hendo, man, with another video, man. I'm out, man. Peace.